Hey guys, how you doing? It's Walter Monteiro here from I Love Cambridge. Today's show is with a gentleman by the name of Brian Banks. Brian owns a company or runs a company by the name of Nutrition for Learning. These guys are a charitable organization that provide food for children in schools. Now their mandate has changed a little bit with the whole COVID-19 thing going on, but he shares with us some great information and what his organization does for the community and how you might be able to help out as well. Okay, hope you enjoy the show. So, who are you and who do you represent?
Hi, my name is Brian Banks, and I'm the Community Partnership Development Officer at Nutrition for Learning. And Nutrition for Learning is a local charity that runs student nutrition programs in Waterloo Region schools. We have about 147 programs and serving about 23,000 students a day when the schools are open. In Cambridge alone, we have, let me just check, it's 38 schools, and we serve a little over 6,000 in Cambridge. And of course, right now, things have pivoted and changed since schools are closed, and we're running a different program at this point, a pop-up snack program, which is what we call, where we pivoted from not being able to help students in the schools, and we realized so many of them do rely on what we offer. And we've created a schedule and programs, which is varying as we're obviously learning as we go through and keeping as safe as possible. And we have if you go to our website, nutritionforlearning.ca, pop-up snacks, you'll get a little description of what we're going through and what we're doing. But you'll also find a daily update on where we'll be at different times.
Okay, now I'm trying to share my screen here, but I think I did something wrong. But nonetheless, let's address a little bit about how you're handling things now with the COVID situation.
Yes, with the COVID situation, our programs, we go to about 5 or 6 different schools in the morning, somewhere between 9 and noon. And the locations and times are on our website, nutritionforlearning.ca/pop-up snacks. Okay. And those are changing. They're somewhat fluid at the moment. We're trying to get into a regular pattern, and we're just about there. So the next 2 or 3 days are listed. We were in Cambridge today, most of the morning. We're handing out, we have a team there. And they'll be asking everyone to stay the good 6 feet or more feet apart as they do. Bags will be left on a cart for them to come pick up. Now, if they have something specific that says, I don't want any dairy, they'll make a bag and put it out there. But once they have the bag, it's theirs. Don't take anything back. So there's no contact with anybody. And inside those bags would be healthy items like cereal, some fruit, yogurt, miscellaneous items. And that menu is changing a little bit as we speak too. Some, for those that can, there'll be some hard-boiled eggs in there, which are great snacks. And we ask them just take it home right away and put it back in the refrigerator and enjoy them, etc.
I see. Okay. So being that the schools are closed, I take it these kids or parents are coming and picking up the snacks or the food on the days that you have scheduled. Then is that right?
Yes. And just so you know, if you're a student or a family, your family doesn't actually have to be going to that school. There's no pre-registration. Everyone's welcome to this table. And in fact, for some, they're concerned about taking their kids out. Absolutely, they can come pick it up for their kids or for their family, pick up multiple bags. There's a few people that have found where somebody can't get out and they have very young children at home or young babies. They'll pick it up for them and bring it over to the house and leave it on their porch. So those options are all available to people.
I see. Okay. So where is the food prepared? Like where does do you have an industrial kitchen somewhere, or how is that handled?
They're not prepared meals, just so you know. So they're
Oh, I
already
see. Okay.
prepackaged items. And that's all back at our office in Ayr, Ontario.
Okay.
We're on Wadham Drive, Industrial Creek, Cedar Road
Yep.
area, which is very central for us to get on the 401, be to Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo. And in
Yep.
that warehouse, they are preparing approximately 500 plus bags a day, which are going out to people. Um, and we'll have a little bit extra stock on the trucks, but not a lot. So that's where it's all created. We have volunteers helping out there, and we have volunteers that are helping with the actual program out on the road.
Okay. Yep. Now, I saw there was an article in the Cambridge Times, I think the other night, of a young couple that does some volunteering by the last name of Gouveia. Looks like they seem to be heavily involved there.
I didn't see that article, so I can't speak
Okay.
too much on
All
that.
right. It was just
But there
something that
has
popped
been,
up online.
I'll look into that right away. But I'll
Okay.
tell you, there's a lot of volunteers coming forward and helping out. And a lot of them are teachers, and it's a really great way for those teachers to connect.
Yes.
And realizing that, hey, we miss you, stay safe, stay smart, scenario. We couldn't do anything that we do when the schools are open or here without the help of volunteers. Volunteers really make this program work.
Good. Good. And how many volunteers are involved with your organization?
With our organization, there's close to 2,000 volunteers, about
Oh, wow.
1,100 that are on the ground almost every day
Yep.
in the programs. And then there's additional volunteers that help out with various events or with fundraising or pre-packaging when we can for some of the areas. So once again, we have a very small staff in the office. We have 8 staff and 2 of them are part-time.
Mhm.
So that obviously we couldn't be able to help and feed the number of people we could without all those people helping us out.
Sure, absolutely. That's great. And in what capacity do they volunteer? Are they driving? Are they distributing? Are they preparing food, or just all of the above? Or
Well, I'm going to go in 2 different ways. One, with our programs right now, they're helping out either packaging or preparing in the warehouse, or
okay,
they're out with the groups distributing food.
I see.
And part of that, there isn't a lot of people on the road because it only takes the one driver and one volunteer or 2 just to be there to remind people gently, to keep their distance and follow the rules that are necessary at this time. Now, in the regular school season,
Okay.
volunteers would help in many different ways. Some could be purchasing food for the program or doing the accounting and the books and
Yep.
some are preparing food at the school, distributing food at the school in different ways. Some are breakfast programs, some are meals and bins in the classroom. So those have to be prepared and sent out. And some might be in a pod area where it's a specific area in the school where we know everyone's going to be going by at some time. And once again, all of our programs are universal access. Everyone's welcome to the table. And it's made to feel that you are welcome. Help grab what you want when you need it. That way, nobody ever feels stigmatized, and they know that they can have something.
I see. Okay. And who pays for all this? Is it all donations? Is there any kind of subsidy from the government at all, or?
I would say it's a little bit of all the above. We get some money from the Ontario Ministry of Children and Community Social Services.
Okay.
We also get some money from larger organizations like the wonderful people at Breakfast Clubs of Canada, Grocery Foundation. There is also a lot of online donors, individual donors, corporate donors, and special events that we do, and a lot of other special events that other companies may do, or even schools. So the schools run a lot of their own fundraisers as well to bring in the money to make this happen.
Okay, perfect. And how long has the organization been around?
We've been around since 1997, so just
Quite a
coming up
while.
to 2 years. It's been around for a while. It started with a small group of people that sort of said, "What's going on here?" They discovered there was a need, and were quick to act on what they did. They first started out of the Department of Health here for the Waterloo region, and
Yep.
then it's grown. It's grown from 3 programs in 1997 to 147 programs that we
Right.
have in the schools right now.
Incredible. Incredible. Okay, great. Great. So that's some great information for some people here. I was somewhat familiar with it, but when we reached out to you to be a guest on our show, I was looking forward to hearing a little bit more information about it. With regards to any kind of donations, is it simply money donations that you look for, or can somebody donate food? How do you normally do that?
Well, for donations, they can donate online through our website.
Yeah.
They get an instant receipt through the Canada Helps portal there.
Mm-hmm.
We're also welcoming anybody who likes to put on a fundraiser for us in whatever way that they like. There's a small form to fill out. There is also there are some food donations, but we are very specific in what we can serve in the schools.
Yeah.
And we've been mandated with a higher level of nutrition, because we always say if there's only one chance to help somebody, let's do the best we can.
Yes.
To do that. So if you're looking to donate, usually because there's so many schools, and because restrictions are hard, sometimes it's a little hard to just say, just bring in some food. So not that we're against it, but give us a call first.
Okay.
And another way to help, other than financial donations and volunteering or third-party fundraising, is help tell the story of what we do in the schools. A lot of what we do can be repeated from teachers who see the change in the classroom. They see what happens, and they do know the stories of what's going on. Part of the reasons we're doing this pop-up snack is so many teachers reached out to say, there's a lot of kids who could use the help. And when we send out our daily messaging, they're quick to respond and share with all their students, hey, come on out here if you need it today.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent. All right. Now, is there any question that I didn't ask you that I should have?
No, I think people got it all.
Okay.
From volunteering to what we do. Once again, Nutrition for Learning is not about being nutrition police. We're about making sure everybody has something.
Excellent.
Our mission is just to make sure everybody's well nourished while at school.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, Brian, thanks so much for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll certainly add your contact information onto the podcast, and along with your website, which I've been sort of flashing through the presentation here. And thanks again for being a guest on I Love Cambridge.
All right. Thank you. And thank you to everybody in Cambridge for your help.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye now.
Bye-bye now.